Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Playland Family. The Indian government has permitted exports of onion to which countries despite the export ban? Answer: Bangladesh, UAE, Bhutan, Bahrain, Mauritius, Sri Lanka. Despite the export ban, India permits 99,150 tons of onions to Bangladesh, UAE, Bhutan, Bahrain, Mauritius, and Sri Lanka. New Delhi also allows 2,000 tons of white onions for Middle East and European markets. National Cooperative Exports Limited, NCEL, handles exports primarily from Maharashtra. The ban was enforced on 8 December 2023 amid lower crop estimates. Directorate General of Foreign Trade oversees trade matters. Onion buffer procurement target for 2024 is 5 lakh tons. V. Srinivasa Prasad, who recently passed away, was associated with which field? Ans. Politics. V. Srinivas Prasad, a prominent BJP leader and former union minister, passed away at 77 due to age-related ailments in Bengaluru. Originally a Congress member, he joined BJP before the 2018 Karnataka Assembly elections. Prasad, a Dalit leader in Old Mysore, extended support to Congress in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. His political career spanned 50 years, winning 8 of 14 elections. Prasad served as a union minister and Karnataka's revenue minister. Which regulatory body in India recently approved changes in mutual fund regulations to prevent front-running? Answer: Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. SEBI approved changes in mutual fund regulations to combat front-running in Indian asset management companies, AMCs. Front-running, or trading with non-public information ahead of significant transactions, is illegal in India and can impact asset prices. It occurs in various financial markets like stocks and commodities. Common strategies include buy-buy-sell, BBS, and sell-sell-buy, SSB, patterns. These regulatory changes aim to safeguard market integrity and investor interests. Which state did the Supreme Court recently order to halt illegal mining in the Aravalli Range? Answer: Rajasthan. The Supreme Court ordered an end to illegal mining in the Aravalli Range in Rajasthan. Stretching 692 kilometers across Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Haryana, the Aravallis are India's oldest mountain range, vital for ecology and hydrology. They prevent desertification, regulate climate, and support diverse ecosystems and rivers like Sabarmati and Luni. Abundant in biodiversity, the range hosts dry deciduous forests, scrublands, and numerous species of mammals, birds, reptiles, and insects. What is the primary goal of carbon farming, recently mentioned in news? Answer: to capture and store carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Carbon farming, or carbon sequestration farming, aims to mitigate climate change by capturing and storing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere in soil or biomass. It's adaptable across various agroclimatic zones and addresses soil degradation, water scarcity, and climate variability challenges. Best suited to regions with long growing seasons and adequate rainfall, carbon farming utilizes vegetation growth to sequester carbon. This practice helps reduce greenhouse gas concentrations and fosters sustainable agriculture. Which IIT has recently launched Secure IoT, India's first indigenous microcontroller chip? Answer: IIT Madras. India's Mindgrove Technologies, incubated by IIT Madras, has launched Secure IoT, the nation's first high-performance SoC system on chip. Supported by Peak 15 partners, the chip enables Indian OEMs to integrate locally made technology, reducing costs without sacrificing quality. Secure IoT, a system on chip, consolidates multiple electronic components into one, facilitating smaller and more efficient devices. This breakthrough marks a significant step towards India's self-reliance in technology and innovation. Department of Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers recently launched the Meditech Stackathon 2024 at which place? Answer, New Delhi. Department of Pharmaceuticals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Dr. Arunesh Chawla, launched the Meditech Stackathon 2024 in New Delhi with CII. This initiative aims to transform India's medtech sector by analyzing select medical devices value chain. India's medtech industry projects a 28% annual growth, aiming for a $50 billion size by 2030. Import dependence is high, but policy initiatives could boost exports and domestic manufacturing. Collaboration is vital for growth, quality assurance, and global competitiveness. Recently, which country became the first to get $100 billion in remittances? Answer, India. In 2022, India made history by receiving over $100 billion in remittances, as reported by the International Organization for Migration, IOM. India's remittances surged to $111 billion, surpassing all other nations. This milestone underscores India's position as the leading recipient of remittances globally. Mexico followed as the second-largest recipient, a position it held in 2021. The report highlights India's significant economic ties with its diaspora worldwide. Bambi Bucket Operation, recently seen in the news, is associated with which state? Answer, Uttarakhand. Responding to forest fires in Uttarakhand's Pauri Garhwal sector, the IAF deployed Mi-17V5 helicopters for Bambi Bucket operations. This specialized firefighting technique involves suspending a container beneath a helicopter, filling it from a water source, and then releasing it over the fire zone. Bambi buckets are vital for tackling wildfires in inaccessible areas. Globally, helicopters are often utilized in such firefighting efforts due to their versatility and effectiveness. Cricketer Colin Munro, who recently announced his retirement from international cricket, belongs to which country? Answer, New Zealand. Veteran New Zealand cricketer Colin Munro retires from international cricket after a 123-match career with the Black Caps. He last played for New Zealand in 2020 and wasn't part of the squad for the 9th ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Munro will focus on franchise T20 cricket, having captained Brisbane Heat in the Australian Big Bash League. The tournament will be held in the West Indies and the United States from June 1 to 29, 2024. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. Like, share and share for more videos. Thank you for watching my channel. Stay tuned for more updates.